What if I told you that healthy boundaries don't feel like walls? They feel like coming home to yourself. Most women think boundaries should feel empowering from day one, but that belief keeps them avoiding the real work because they don't actually know what healthy boundaries feel like. If you've been struggling to maintain boundaries because they feel mean or selfish, I'm going to show you what sacred fences actually feel like. Protective boundaries around what's precious within you and why the discomfort you're experiencing might mean you're doing it exactly right. Hey there, I'm Lynn Carpenter with Blissful Heart Coaching, and today we're exploring what healthy boundaries actually feel like in your body and soul. I call them sacred fences because, like the fencing around a sacred garden, they're not meant to keep love out. They're meant to protect what's precious within while allowing genuine connection. Let me start with what healthy boundaries don't feel like. They don't feel like a wall you're building to keep people out. They don't feel like a weapon to punish others. They don't feel easy from day one, and they're never about controlling someone else's behavior. When I work with my horses, I notice how they naturally create space. It's not aggressive or mean. It's simply clear communication about what feels safe. There's no drama, no explanation, no guilt. Just authentic presence saying, "This is my space." Most of us never learned this because we grew up where boundaries were either non existent or rigid walls. We'd learn that love meant having no limits or that boundaries were used as weapons during conflict. So, what do sacred fences actually feel like? They feel like exhaling, like finally breathing fully because you're not holding yourself responsible for everyone else's emotions. My favorite part is they feel like coming home to yourself. There's this sense of, oh, here I am again, when you honor your authentic limits. They feel like quiet strength, not the loud defensive energy of proving your point, but the calm confidence of knowing your worth. But here's what might surprise you. Healthy boundaries often feel uncomfortable at first. Not because they're wrong, but because your nervous system is learning to trust this new way of being. A client recently told me it doesn't feel empowering yet. It feels scary. But underneath the fear, there's this tiny voice saying, finally. That finally feeling, that's your soul recognizing a sacred fence. Your body knows the difference between sacred fences and defensive walls. Sacred fences feel like your shoulders naturally relaxing, groundedness in your lower body, breathing that flows more easily, and spaciousness, even if you're nervous. Defensive walls feel like tension in your jaw and shoulders, holding your breath, a closed-off feeling in your chest, and often underlying anger or resentment. When I work with my horse Romeo, who tests boundaries, I can feel this difference in my own body. When I set boundaries from my fear, my whole body tenses. But when I set them from self-respect, there's calm strength. Romeo responds completely differently to each energy. So here's how to start recognizing sacred fences in your own life. Check in with your body before saying yes or no. Does this request make you feel expansive or contracted? Distinguish between fear and intuition. Fear says I can't because they'll be upset. Intuition says this doesn't feel aligned. Start with self-compassion. Instead of asking, how can I say no without hurting them? Try asking, how can I honor myself while staying in my heart? Sacred fences aren't harsh or rigid. They're like the gentle but unmovable presence of an ancient tree, rooted but not defensive. Remember, sacred fences aren't about keeping people out. They're about staying connected to your authentic self while navigating relationship. The journey to unbridled authenticity includes learning to trust the wisdom of your sacred fences, even when they feel unfamiliar. If you're ready to discover which parts of you are most affected by people pleasing and what your next healing step might be, I created a free quiz inspired by the unique healing gifts of my four horses. Each result reflects a different archetype, from the energetic empath to the joy seeker, the silent wisdom keeper to the freedom seeker. It'll help you understand the hidden patterns affecting your boundaries and guide you toward the kind of soul-led embodied change you're ready for. The link is below. Your boundaries are sacred because you are sacred. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.